This is a bill that we had published in January in light of the report of the Commission into Mother and Baby Homes, and in order to put into effect the expressed wishes of survivors and indeed of adopted persons more generally to have access to their original birth certificates. But of course the introduction of the bill on today's order paper is particularly timely, as it comes in the wake of the really compelling and extraordinary programme broadcast on Wednesday night that I know many colleagues would have seen, which was the RTE Investigates programme, Who Am I?, into the practice of illegal adoptions. And I just want to commend Aoife Hegarty, all the team on RTE Investigates, and particularly those brave individuals who came forward and told their own stories of their discovery, often quite late in their lives, that they had in fact been adopted, that their birth certs or other documents had been falsified, and really their horror and distress at these revelations, and indeed at the fact that they still aren't allowed access, or they aren't enabled to have access to original documents. I should also commend my own colleague Joan Burton, who, as many will know, has been so vocal on the issue of rights of adopted persons, rights to access information, and who in 2019 in fact published a bill to address precisely this problem of falsified birth and adoption certificates. And I supported her with that at the time. That was in the wake of the initial revelations from TUSLA that they had received files from St Patrick's Guild which had revealed that 126 cases of illegal registrations of birth or adoption had been disclosed to them. Now, we know from the RTE programme this week that in fact there may well be many more than 126 individual cases where adoption records or birth records were falsified, and we do need urgent legislation to address this. So I would ask you, Leader, not only to join us in supporting our Adoption Information and Tracing Bill today, but also to join in supporting the need for legislation to address the specific practice of illegal adoption and falsified records. I should say that the bill we're introducing today is a very simple and straightforward bill. It would simply provide adopted persons with information from the index, which is already in place, the index which maintains connections between entries in the Adopted Children Register and the Register of Birth. Our bill would enable an adopted person to request that information from the index so they could access their original birth cert. And anyone north of the border can do so and has been able to get their original birth cert at the age of 18 if they were adopted at any time. And that's been in place in the north since 1987. Here in this jurisdiction for far too long, we've had far too restrictive, apologies to Hirlik, a view of the GDPR and indeed of the Constitution, and it's time to legislate on this now. So I would ask colleagues to support in this, and just to wish colleagues happy International Women's Day in advance of Monday. I know we'll have a debate then on that.